Hello Pisces, welcome to your April 2020 tarot card reading. Hello Pisces, welcome to Aries season. I don't even really want to talk about stuff. I just want to get into these cards because they're so amazing. So the very first card that comes out is the King of Coins. This card also came out for Aquarius, which is especially relevant for you since you've got Aquarius in that 12th house there. And it has this quality of just being like real chill, just really relaxed and kind of in a state of knowing about how things are really going to come to fruition, knowing how it's going to work out for you, knowing that it's going to be okay. You know, even the dog in this energy or in this card representing, just like he's not even alert. He's just there. It's all very relaxed. And now that we're all at home and I think we're adjusting a little bit more or a little bit better to our circumstances, it is very chill. And, we're just plunking along. We're just doing our life. We're just, making adjustments where we need to. And that's it. And we just keep going. Now, the environment that comes out is the devil. So there might be some temptations coming out here for you. We know we have a lot of voices all over the place on the media, on the internet, all over. And yet I think this King of Coins just kind of looks at that stuff and is just like, it's not my time to really control this. It's not my time to try to fix anything. It's just more my time how to take what we've got and how to spin it and work with it and create something beautiful. Because I sense that the creative energy of Pisces is really, really strong right now. You're downloading a lot of ideas. You're connecting with a lot of things. The words for your books are starting to flow out. The workflow just seems to be going really, really well in spite of perceived obstacles. Some of you may be feeling very stressed because maybe you have been laid off. Maybe you have had some financial stuff go on. But you know what? The devil is always, he's a Saturn card. He represents the planet of Saturn. You've got Saturn coming into the 12th house along with Mars. This is your natural house. So there is going to be a substantial restructuring of your life. And if the job is included in that, then it's included in that. So it's really a matter of taking what you've got, taking your circumstances, spinning it, and creating something new. The devil is not really a scary card. And I even kind of feel like with this artist representation, it's more of a leader. And he is leading you in the right direction, right? He's kind of got his hands out, hoping that you will grab it, hoping that you will follow, even if that path seems very daunting, even if that path seems a little too dark, a little too mysterious. There is an element of faith that has to happen. Okay, so this is gonna come out when we talk about the moon card, which came out in the first row here. So let's go ahead and pop an image of the cards here. I had a lot of requests lately. I don't know what happened. I don't know if there's like another reader like doing this, but I had a lot of, people ask to see the cards while I'm talking about them. So we'll just throw an image so you can follow along and see how everything is situated. And let's get started. So we have this High Priestess card that came out first and foremost, another one of this moon energy types. This is totally your vibe, right? This is Pisces perfect right here, being completely connected to one's soul, being completely connected to one's karma, to one's lessons, to one's dharma, all these things, and being able really truly to allow information to flow through. The High Priestess is often very revealing. A lot of people say there's secrecy here, but I see her more as a revealer more than anything. Like she comes up when there's something you need to know. She comes up when ideas start flowing, when new career paths start moving forward, right? That's when she shows up and she's whispering in your ear, hey, Pisces, grab his hand. Look, guys, this devil is not scary. I really don't think so. There is nothing scary about the environment. There are so many opportunities for you as an individual that will come out of this, but it is an element of faith. And sometimes you have to have faith in your intuition, and she's not leading you astray, okay? Because the very next card that comes out is Ace of Coins, okay? So that's what we've got to work with. Nothing wrong with that. There's going to be a reward here for you. There will be a new job for you. There will be more money for you. There will be something that comes in that will prove to be abundant and prosperous for you. The creative projects that you're working on in some way, shape, or form, yet to be determined, but some way, shape, or form, they will be prosperous, okay? Because when we look at this Ace of Coins, we see this beautiful, bountiful garden here. That's the essence. It's a seed that grows and spreads and creates bounty. So the Ace of Coins is obviously a very welcome energy. The Ace of Coins is something that we all want because it is an element of the material, right? And I love this coming out with the King of Coins as well, because this is totally his scene. He knows how to turn things into a reality. He knows how to make things tangible, right? So it's like the actual relationship, the actual dollars in your bank account, the actual promotion, the actual thing. So this is the magic that's going on right now. And I do feel that it's quite magical. And that's the essence of Aries season. You know, I always say Pisces and Scorpio are like super magical, but I often forget about how magical Aries season is as well. And that's, a very substantial counterpart because you guys are back to back. And so there's a quality of seed planting right now. And all the energy work that you've been doing is now able to begin to come to fruition. The very last card on the top row that comes out is the moon. And the moon energy, along with the devil, you guys, but the devil and the moon go very well hand in hand because it truly is that faith of follow me. I know how to lead you. It is going to be scary. We can't see everything right now. We can't know how this path bends and turns, down the road. But we do know that we have just enough light to put one foot in front of the other. We know what we need to do today. We know what we could do tomorrow. And that's all we need to know. The universe is really asking Pisces right now to really let go of a lot of their control. Not that you're really a control freak kind of sign anyway, that's not really your vibe, but now especially, it's just like really let go. And the moon can be a scary thing for some people, but it can also be beautiful and mysterious as well. Pisces handles the mystery of life really well, I think, in my opinion. Like when I see Piscean friends and family members, going off into the great unknown, there's always a sense of like, this is what life is all about. This is why we're here. It's these kinds of experiences that we are meant to learn from and grow from. And it makes sense. This is kind of like a part of our soul's path. And the thing that's really cool about Pisces too, we actually got 2 cards of Pisces. This is a Piscean card, and at the very bottom of the spread, we also got the Hanged Man. So let's talk about what Pisces really represents. Because in the Vedic teachings, there's it's a form of karma. And this is the ultimate goal. Pisces represents the ultimate because it truly is the release of all attachments. It's the release of all expectations, the release of all of our entanglements. And that is when we officially become karma free. And that's what Pisces really represents. And we break free from this tether here on earth. So it's this kind of lack of attachment that actually is really bountiful for you right now. Maybe the devil represents some attachments that you're needing to really just let go of, okay? And that's the path you need to take. That's why he's saying, like, trust me, it's okay for you to let go. Trust me, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And I feel a very good feeling. Just like intuitively, it's all very calm. It's all very relaxed. I will tell you that when I was doing the Aquarius reading yesterday, I felt so anxious and so nervous. And sometimes that happens when a sign is kind of, going through a little bit more than some of the others. But when I sat down to do your reading today, it just was like, oh, this is it. And it feels good and it's flowing and everything is the way it should be. Second row, we have the Lovers. And I think the Lovers and the Ace of Coins also go very well hand in hand because it's the bountiful Garden of Eden kind of thing. Everything you could ever possibly want is on this road for you. Now, the Lovers, I'm going to give it a little bit of a romantic twist, okay? For those of you who are in romantic relationships, this represents really good communication with your other person. It represents unity. It represents love and passion, a lot of sex, that kind of thing. And ultimately, this is like two people working truly as a unit, which is really amazing. Sometimes when we take our humanness out of it, when we take our ego out of things and we really do become more vulnerable, we are then able to move forward a lot more easily. And sometimes it does take a bigger, more global event to make us vulnerable. Sometimes it requires that. So maybe some of you are really experiencing that. If you're totally on your own, totally single, the Lover still represents the unity within yourself. It represents your unity. It represents your life force. This is actually a card of Gemini. And again, from the Vedic teachings, this Gemini is the archetype of the life force. And that's why it is so energized, why it is so buoyant, why it is so light, and why it can just move forward very quickly. Because it just catches the wave of life and lets it take it forward. So there's a lot of opportunity for you. And I think there are going to be amazing things in the works. Very center of the card, 3 of Coins. There's still communication. There's still collaboration. There are new projects on the books. There are new ideas flowing through, as indicated by the High Priestess. But the thing that I like about it is that you're not pedal to the metal working super hard. You're not putting so much energy and so much emphasis on things. It's just more about continuing, and doing the things you love, which typically put you in an amazing flow state, which just enhances your creativity even that much more. So when you're doing these things you love, you're doing these things you're naturally good at, your natural talent, your natural affinities, or the things that you think are your purpose, when you're fulfilling this is when amazing things begin to happen. And it is seed planting season, right? It is Aries. So that's what we got to work with. King Coins, very well aware of that fact. Very well aware of the fact that what is done now will be harvested later on in like Virgo season and beyond, okay, later on in the year. So, I know there are things you want to do. I know there are. And people are listening, people are willing to hear, and people are willing to really get on board. So the next card we get, the Page of Wands, which I love this for a Pisces. I love pages in general, not just for you guys, but for everyone, because they're so playful. And maybe that's a little bit of what we need, is just a little bit more playfulness, like when your schedule changes, like, oh, okay, great, my schedule changed. Or when something doesn't come through, oh, okay, great, I have more time for something else. It's more about choosing to see that more positive angle. You can always leave it to the Sagittarians and the Pisceans to always see the positivity in like absolutely everything, right? Because of that Jupiterian, Neptunian rulership that you've got. It's very positive outlook, because why be sad when you can just be happy? It takes the same amount of effort to do either, and one feels better. So let's just be happy. Let's just, put one step in front of the other, as we see with the Page of Wands, and begin to enjoy and begin to endeavor our new kind of path with the moon, right? He loves the moon energy. Like, yeah, let's go. Head held high, proud, excited, willing to fulfill his duty, sometimes a little bit naively, but sometimes that's kind of what we need, a little bit of that fool energy that helps get us going. And like, yeah, let's go down this path. Totally unafraid, completely like the kind of courage that maybe you envy in other people. Sometimes that could be. But this is you. You encapsulate that optimism here. Now, there is an element of communication coming out big time for you guys. So work-wise, yes, absolutely. Financially, with your partners, all that kind of thing. But I see it going well. With the Lovers, there's always an element of collaboration, but it's also even coupled with a third card of collaboration. So we have talking to people, systematizing things, logistics, getting everything organized, getting everything connected, so we don't lose track of things. It would actually, productivity might actually be enhanced in a lot of ways. And I think the people that you work with, I think your clients, your coworkers, your bosses, everyone is just kind of in it. Everyone's just trying. Everyone is putting in effort that maybe they hadn't before. And you might be seeing a more collective spirit operating on a smaller scale in your little microcosmic experience, okay? So we have this Page of Wands. The next card that comes out is the Page of Swords. To me, these are very Sagittarian, very Gemini kind of energies. And when you embody those, or when a person embodies those, there really is no limit. There's an essence of learning new things, reading new kinds of books, incorporating new kinds of material into your day-to-day, trying new things. It's very experimental. And it's kind of like the childlike nature that we all wish we could have all the time. So there's a lot to be learned right now for those of you who are taking new courses or who have, bought a couple new books on your Kindle or started some kind of an online course or something. Like, yes, do it. Now is an amazing time to do it. Crack the books open and start absorbing new information, because that's going to add to your creativity. It's just going to enhance your experience. So it's for the best. The pages never lose. There's never an element of failure with them, because failure is really neither here nor there. For them, it's more about just getting up and doing something. For them, it's about the execution. It's about the experiment. For some reason, I'm getting in my head like someone in a laboratory, like experimenting with all sorts of little chemicals and stuff. And I feel like that's what you're doing with your life. Like a little bit of this chemical and see how it reacts with that one. A little bit of this and try it here. Put it on some heat. Put it in the cold. I don't know, whatever. Play. Right? Why not? Just play. Because you know as well as I do that there's not going to be clarity on anything right now. So you can just let go of that. Let go of the answers. Let go of the knowing and knowing for sure how this is going to go, because you're just simply not going to get it. None of us are. And you are going to be here for a little while. And that's okay. And we get the Hanged Man here that says, yeah, you're going to be here for a little while, so you might as well get comfortable. You might as well make the best. Hanged Man is always a card of raising consciousness. And sometimes we need to hang out in a place, especially after, something happens. We need to hang out here in order to really familiarize ourselves with this new way of thinking. And by all means, thinking is definitely on the docket for you guys. Thinking and how you think. Especially with Saturn coming through the Aquarius in the 12th house, it's really going to hit that subconscious, and it's really going to attack your patterning. It's really going to attack the things that truly no longer serve you. It's going to force healing. It's going to force you to really deal with stuff. So you might as well get comfy where you are. And I'm not saying like completely stop looking for work if you don't have a job or something. But I'm just saying that this new mindset is going to be really, really fruitful for you. Hanged Man can be frustrating because we really feel like we have absolutely no control. Truly, our hands are tied, like literally. Our hands are tied. We're hanging upside down. We can't control anything, but we do have this light bulb that turns on, right? We do have this luminescent moment. Boom, and all of a sudden we start seeing things in a completely different way. And because of that raised consciousness, our actions start to change. And because our actions start to change, our lives begin to change. See, and again, let's come back to the King of Coins. He's so important because he's completely not completely unconcerned. Is that a word? He's completely not concerned by the outcomes of things. He's just flowing, and he's continually doing the energy work. And it is this lack of tension that creates the opportunity a lot sooner, right? Sometimes when you pray so much, or you meditate so much, or you try to do manifestation so much, like one of the key factors in those things is to let it go. Like you do the magic and set it free, and just have the faith that it's going to come back around, right? That's how that magic works. So let's go ahead and look at these oracle cards, because this one is so beautiful. Door to value, guys. Literally, there is a door opening and money flying through the doorway. I mean, does it get more optimistic than that. I don't think anything could mirror the Ace of Coins better and give more credence to the Ace of Coins with the new thing. So keep your head up, guys. Like, really, keep your head up. Stay positive, stay optimistic. The door to value is coming. And I think a lot of this value is also just you, and if you are learning new things, if you are taking those courses, that will add value to you as well, which will be great. And then the final oracle card is the air element, or communicating, which I think we talked a little bit about with the Lovers. There will be a lot of communication, and you'll notice that door opening up now that Mercury is out of shadow, and we can, expect it. It'll move into Aries soon, and we're going to have this, more poignant discussions, more clear, all of that wonderful stuff. So I think it's going to be really, really good how things are unfolding. But let's go ahead and see what else comes out for the comprehensive reading. For those who want to join, we'll go ahead and put this camera down. All right, see you in just a sec. Okay, Pisces. So I'm going to clarify these two cards with the same deck so we can get a little bit more information. All right, for those of you who are new to my channel, the cards I'm about to pull out will cover in the comprehensive reading. The link for that will be in the description box down below. So if you want to join, you are more than welcome. We usually talk for another 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. King of Coins. Oh, two came out. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands, Ace of Cups. Beautiful. I love the Ace of Coins with the Ace of Cups because this ties in an element of passion and something that you actually care about, something that matters to you. Okay, and then the Six of Coins, indicating that everything evens out. Let's go ahead and take a look at this Devil card here. Beautiful. Three of Wands. We love it. Four of Cups. Okay. Patience. Emotional maturity. And Two of Coins, an element of balance. Beautiful. Okay. Now let's go ahead and clarify the rest of the cards, starting with the High Priestess. Okay, Queen of Swords reversed. Perhaps an element of confusion or having difficulty hearing that voice within yourself. Hermit. We're all in hermit mode anyway. Surprisingly, that card has not come out that much. And Nine of Coins. Beautiful. Ace of Coins here. Oh, okay, Ace of Coins. Full. Love it with the pages. It's just kind of that innocence in your steps forward. Yeah, I love the Tower too. The Tower and the Fool are the two sides of Pluto. We have the Scorpionic Fall and the Scorpionic Rise. Oh, we got two cards. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands and we have the Five of Swords. Okay. The Moon. Wow, these cards are really coming out here. Another Three of Wands. Same as this card here. Knight of Swords. And Four of Coins reversed, the element of letting go. Lovers. Ooh. Strong sexual vibes coming from that for me. Ooh, another Ace of Coins. Queen of Coins. Perfect. I like the coin energy for a Pisces actually, because it does, help to keep you very earthed, very practical, really thinking things through. So if you are taking that on, or if there's someone around you who's taking that on, it's really good to be spending your time with earthy people. Okay, another Four of Cups. So that's a repeat. Let's take a look at this Page of Wands here. Ooh, things moving quickly. Great. A lot of repeated. Okay, Page of Swords. You are your biggest enemy, right, Saturn? Devil. Always is the case. We are our own worst enemies. second guessing, too many doubts, self-sabotaging, holding ourselves back. Yeah, okay, perfect. The Page of Swords seems to be the scariest part of this. We'll talk about it. Judgment. Two of Cups, Nine of Cups. Sun. For all the worry and all the doubt, the sun comes out and blocks out the darkness. I'm going to pull two more for that. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Coins, which I think is just that state of not knowing right now, and that's perfectly acceptable. So this is where we will pick up. Again, for those of you who are new, the link will be in the description box down below. We'll go through these deeper cards. We'll get into it, and that's it. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. See you in a sec.